Hi guys, welcome to Coparenting with the Narcissist 101. I'm Kate. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Today we're going to talk about co-parenting with a narcissist and maintaining trauma bond. Okay, you guys, a trauma bond is that punishment and reward that you had with a narcissist where some periods you are like you can't do anything right, nothing you do is correct, you are stupid, you are this, you are that, and then it goes on for a little period, and then you have some period of relief where now you are cool with the narcissist, you are beautiful, you are this and that, but usually those periods are always shorter than the punishment period. So you have like intermittent punishment reward, and it keeps you in this yin yang thing where you ride through the punishment phase just so you can get to the reward. Even if the reward is a day, the punishment is like 7 days. You're willing to go through the 7 days so you can get to that one day, just one day of some kind of peace and happiness for you. And over a period of time, it becomes normal to you, and that's the bond. You start craving for this moments of relief, even though as time goes on, they start coming in far apart. So you now have longer punishment period, and then even shorter time of relief. So signs that you might be trauma bonded is that definitely you're walking on eggshells, because you don't want to trip. I definitely did that. You don't know what it is that's going to happen, so you don't want to do anything. You are definitely, you're aware, like I was aware. You're aware that this is a manipulative relationship, so this is really abusive. I mean, different types of abuse, but somehow you are still tied. Those few periods of relief and peace, somehow seem like the longer the punishment, seem like it's worth it. You're addicted, you don't understand why. That's that. You even defend the abuser. I think I did that one time with a cousin of mine about something. You present the relationship like it's more loving than it actually is. You kind of minimize the abusive periods and highlight and exaggerate those few and far between relief periods, as as if that's how your whole relationship is. And then you every time you try to leave, or I'm done, and which I did that too. There's future faking of this is gonna be better, I'm gonna do better, forgive me, this that's not gonna happen again. And then 2 days later you guys are back to the normal scheduled program. Then you might even start, either you start eating too much or you start drinking, or you start something or drinking, or you start to help you cope with these negative things that are feelings that you have about where you are, but still you feel stuck, and you don't know why you're stuck. So you might even change how you look, change your appearance, whatever, to fit into whatever the narcissist things. And you have to understand, because this is an intentional thing that they're doing, is a plan to completely control you. So they get up and say, oh, huh, and see somebody with a long hair. Well, the hair is, I like long hair women or men with long hair, whatever. And then they look at you, and then you look at yourself, and you're like, oh, maybe I should start growing my hair long. And then okay, you start growing your hair long. Maybe 2 weeks later your hair is longer than it's supposed to be. Guess what the narcissist will tell you? Why are you growing your hair out? Why is your hair long now? I don't like it. But 2 weeks ago you just complimented, so they are aware of what they're doing. They intentionally doing it. They knew when they complimented the person with the long hair that you were gonna try, to do something about yours, and they were ready to have an answer for you to completely crush that thought process that you had. And all of a sudden it's not good. That's not the long hair is not good anymore. So as they're doing this is them trying to program you, and they program us to think a certain way. So eventually, whatever you think or want is in the back burner. You live to do whatever, to find any way to please these people. Now the thing is this: you finally leave or something. They left you, and or you left to divorce them or whatever, and these people will still try to play this game. And don't confuse this with hoovering. Hoovering is it's different to me, because hoovering, either they come at you two ways. They come first with begging and pleading and whatever it is, try to be all nice and sweet and this and that. And if you fall for that or you don't fall for that, then they're going to come back with a negative one. But whichever one they are doing, they are consistent with it. If they're coming with the love bombing thing again, they want to love bomb you again, that's what they're going to hammer at or whatever until they see it's not working. Then they come out the other way where now you are devil. They're trying to get some kind of negative feel from you. But either way, whichever one they're doing, they're sticking to that. So there's no confusion of high, low, high, low. That is the trauma bond. That's the trauma bond making relationship. No, that's not that one. So when you eventually leave, or they left you, and you somehow trying to pick up your pieces, and maybe you guys they moved out or you moved out and whatnot, they're gonna still and they see you obviously trying to get up from where you are. The healing doesn't take overnight, so we need time. This is you trying to heal, but you've already in yourself, in as much as you're craving the attention of this person or that person, you still know that I have to distance myself for me to get a hold of myself. So during this period, the narcissist will definitely try to do the same high and low thing they're doing, as weird as that sounds. They will come in, and it shows up in different ways. So let's say you you moved out and you're the guy, the narcissist is with the kids or something like that. You see the narcissist calling you to either one, let's say, oh, the kids I don't know, bike or computer or something broke, and they're not calling you to come help fix this. Now, before you get to this point, you've separated, you're arguing, so many things have been said, they've been going at you back and forth. You guys have probably argued maybe the previous day or something like that, and then they'll be like quiet for a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 days. Then the next thing they call you, Tommy's computer broke, or the bike broke. I know you are very, you are very good with this kind of stuff. So if you can come over and help him fix the bike or fix the computer, something like that. Now, during trauma bonding, you learn to not only walk on eggshells, but you learn to seek validation from the narcissist. You want them to acknowledge that you're doing great, because it goes some periods where they don't acknowledge you doing anything. Nothing you do is great. So for those few periods where they say, oh yeah, good, you got it right, you live for those, which is the bond we're talking about. So for the narcissist calling you up and telling you how she knows that you're great with fixing computers, if you could come over and fix Tommy's bike or computer, and you're still in the process of recovering, this kind of have you a little confused, because this is the same circle they have going on while you were still together. So now they're validating you and inviting you over to come fix this computer. Now, this may happen they might even have a new supply. They might even have a new supply. It doesn't matter. This is for them to put that confusion in you, put that doubt in you, to ask yourself, maybe I shouldn't have divorced them. Maybe I shouldn't have divorced her. Maybe I shouldn't have left them. Maybe I shouldn't have let her. To create that confusion right there. That's what they need. So they still have you on your toes. Another way they're going to do this is, maybe they're the ones that left the house, they now want to come over. Maybe they come to get the kids and be like, oh, the grass are grown, I could come and help you cut the grass, because that way you guys don't have maybe snakes or whatever crawling, to help you cut the grass. And you are wondering, okay, why you volunteering to help me cut the grass? That is the confusion as well. Like I said, there might still be a new supply. They might have a new wife. They might have a new girlfriend, but they're offering this. Oh, let me help you with this. I'm sure you're tired when you come back from. You probably don't eat too tired because you do too much. You do a lot. Then with the kids, and so you probably be exhausted. You don't have time to cut the grass. Let me come and mow the lawn for you. you know, Once again, you're validating this person. You are giving them credit, which I'm sure if you were which they're all the same. In my case, that never happened. He never gave me credit for anything. It doesn't matter. So you have that kind of conversation where they're giving you credit. Oh, you work so hard, and then the children, oh, let me come over and help you mow the lawn. That's to keep you confused. Or they like the same thing. Let me come and get the kids, you know, give you time to relax. Or let me volunteer to come, take the kids to the doctor, or take the for an appointment, and tell, oh no, don't worry, I got it. You probably have a lot on your plate, and you're like, wait, maybe I made a mistake. Was it that? Maybe it wasn't even that bad. Maybe she wasn't even that bad. Maybe I was just messing around. I wasn't imagining it, because obviously this is what they're doing. This is great. So this can be the same person. And then these periods go, and then the next time you have another blowout, because eventually you will have one, and then they probably start telling you how the kids they look messed up, they weren't dressed up nice, they're wearing this. There's the criticism will come in, where all of a sudden they're not criticizing you about this, but they were just telling you that you were doing so wonderful like 3 weeks ago, and all that stuff. This comes in again, so now you're like wondering. The confusion is like, okay, what the hell, but then that goes off. They probably keep quiet for a couple of days, and then the next thing they're trying to do something nice again to you. So this is to keep you in limbo. This is to keep you from moving on. This is to keep you from fully healing. This is to keep you from staying there while they have the new supply, kind of like sitting on the fence, because that's exactly what they want to do, while they're controlling this side and controlling where they're living. So you don't completely move on, because in your mind you are still keeping the same mindset that you had while you guys were together, of somehow trying to seek the validation of the narcissist. Because those periods where they're offering to do this and do the rest, they're so nice, they're so sweet, and they're saying all these wonderful things to you, regardless of that they have another supply. So in your mind, you're a human being, you're gonna have that thought of maybe I jumped the gun on this, or maybe I made a mistake. Maybe that they weren't that bad. So when this starts creeping in, you need to, first of all, you need to maintain the same energy that you had living, because all the volunteering and all the you do not fall for that. You don't all of a sudden they are validating you and your effort, and where they never did that in the relationship. You do not fall for that. You need to keep the same thought process. Do not relent on this, because this is just smoke before the fire. This is just smoke before the fire, because all that, the same way it was in a relationship, it's going to be that high and low. But step now is dangerous, because now they want to keep you in the same place. So you're not even sure you left, but not really leave. You've left the relationship, but somehow you're still in it. So that's why they do that. They keep you there, where I've left the relationship, I'm with this new supply now, or these other supplies, but I still want you, because like we said, they think they own you for life, so you're supposed to sit there. How else to ensure this happens is if they realize that you're still craving the validation that they didn't give, or they were doing the yo-yo thing while you're in a relationship. All they need to do is, if we can start doing it, except they're coming at you with different things now. Instead of that, let's go to dinner and keep the kids away. This is our time, after they've given you like 2 weeks of silent treatment for no reason whatsoever, and then take you out to dinner. Now they can't do that now. They can do just like this. You are this. They're giving you validation, validating your efforts. Oh, now all of a sudden they recognize how good you are with things. Oh, if you can come do this, you are wonderful with this. Have you confused? Doubting your decision is exactly what they want you to do. Resist the extra offers. There's no point. There is no point. All you need to remember is what exactly. What was the last thing? And this is what I do when this situation presents itself. Is I start remembering. I cannot remember the last conversation I had with somebody that I know loved me, like a family member. You fight with a family member, you argue with a family member. So I think about even an acquaintance, it's somebody that doesn't even per se love you, but like, somebody maybe at work or something that you had an argument, and I play the argument back in my head, and in those arguments, everybody kind of stays on point. Nobody's hitting below the belt. Nobody's calling you stupid. Nobody's saying throwing like verbal abuse at you. Nobody's saying curse words at you. We're arguing, but there's one common thing is that everybody stays on ground. Everybody's arguing about opinion. This is your opinion. That's my opinion. This is what I think. Back and forth, but nobody steps away from the point. Then you compare that to the person that supposedly loves you, and you see all kinds of vile, toxic, strange, and really, really vicious attack on you. And so you got to ask yourself, if this person that doesn't even know me that well could have a conversation with me without hitting below the belt. They have opportunity. They don't care much about me. They don't love me. We just maybe work together, or we do this together. But somehow they're able to stay on top because they respect me enough not to go there. They want to stick to the point. So why then there's somebody that's supposed to love me and have these children with me, they send all that, like, where do they get the hatred from to throw at you? And the answer is simple. They never loved you. They never loved you. And that's what you need to remember as you stay on maintaining your boundary, enforcing that, because you maintain that boundary so that they don't have any way to come in to present this quote unquote nice offers and nice words and validation and all that stuff. No, you close that gate all the way, pull it all the way close. Are they going to try to do this? Yes, they're going to try, male, female, they're going to try different ways, because like I said, your healing period, they're going to all of a sudden start saying these things that they never said to you while you were together. They're not saying it. All in a bit for you to second guess yourself, question yourself of your decision, while them are carrying on with the relationship, by the way. But now you are stuck trying to wonder, oh, wait, maybe I didn't do it. Maybe that wasn't right. Maybe I made the decision in haste. Maybe they weren't that bad. And that's exactly where they want your mind to be. So trauma bonding is like a terrible thing. It's a terrible addiction, and it took years for them to establish this with us, and it's going to take time for you to break away from this. And the only thing that can solve this, distance. Unfortunately, we cannot completely associate ourselves from them, but we're going to limit to the kids. Give yourself time to heal, self-love, so you can get the inner peace you need, so you can get the strength within you, because it's in there, to know and come to the realization that this person I was dealing with never loved me. They never did. Like I said, compare that with the situation, compare that with conversation or whatever heated argument we had with anybody else that is not even related to you or that love you. And you see, they never did. And trauma bonding is a very manipulative and calculated attack on you to slowly dismantle you, slowly remove all the boundaries, to all of a sudden things were not okay before and now okay with you. Why? because you're waiting for those 5 minutes of relief that you get in between. All right, guys, get your mind right, and everything else will fall into place. Take care.